His First Flight, an Easter story by J. Morton Burden. The sudden sensation of leaving the ground was like nothing he had ever felt before. The fast but smooth glide upward through the early morning fog over the fields and trees of the place he called home, and steadily upward over the fog and a few low clouds until the sky was no longer gray and gloomy, but a beautiful sky full of light blues and grays and streaks of fiery orange and red and yellows that come with a rising sun. He had never seen this magnificent sight from this angle, and he considered himself lucky to be able to see this wondrous miracle of sunrise. Then he felt his body tilting slightly and turning northward and away from the rising sun that was now to his right. He looked down and saw the light and colors of the beautiful sky reflecting off the ponds, the creeks, and a river that ran plumb out of sight like a long, bright blue ribbon.
I bet that's the Tennessee River,
he thought to himself. His flight continued, and he marveled at the meadows and fields as he glided along. The huge fields of cotton, soybeans, and corn looked like a patchwork quilt from this height, with meadows of colorful wildflowers providing a background.
I could look at this forever,
he softly whispered, and peering across toward the horizon, he thought,
I can see to the edge of the world.
Eventually, he could sense their speed reducing and the sinking sensation that comes with a slow, steady descent back to Earth. Objects that looked very small just a few minutes ago were regaining their regular size as they streaked by below them, and just seconds later he felt the thud and the stop, and he knew his first flight was over. Once he was free from his restraints, he turned, wanting to thank his pilot for such a grand first flight. The great bald eagle's huge talons sliced through the Easter bunny's neck like a hot knife through butter. His head was almost decapitated from his body. Great spurts of bright red blood covered the nest, where the three eaglets, squealing with anticipation, began tearing into the Easter bunny's plump body, tearing off limbs, fighting one another over the guts and intestines and bits of bright orange carrots he had eaten that morning. During the feeding frenzy, the head became detached and rolled out of the bloody nest and down to the ground. And after his first flight, the Easter bunny finally returned to Earth. April Fools, everyone. The point, the Easter bunny, nor this story have anything to do with Easter. Celebrate Easter for the right reason, for the real reason. He is risen. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.